What you got going on, Mr. Todd?
I have, remember that Flint hotel that we were
Yeah,
talking about?
yeah.
So I talked to the guy today again. Here's the situation. So his mother is old. She's alive. She's in a nursing home. If they sell the house, the state's going to take the money, proceeds. It went to foreclosure. It's in redemption now. And what I usually do or done in the past on something like this is I would check title, make sure it's the only lien. He has a durable power of attorney. I would have my title company check that, prepare a quick claim deed. If everything's good and they deed it to me, now I own the redemption rights and pay them outside of closing.
Yeah. How much is it more? You said they were going to take the house. Is it more than what they owe? Do you know how much it costs to redeem everything to get it back?
Yeah, they want to sell it for 130 and it went to auction. It would cost like 92,000 to redeem it.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking I could get it for less than 130 if I give the guy 15 grand cash or something in that nature.
You're going to be on the hook for the 90 something thousand.
Correct. Got to pay. At first, I'm only paying $1. The thing is, it's a 6-month redemption. Just went to auction. I've done this before. Is I pay him. Let's say I give the guy 15 grand. He gives me a quick claim deed. I have 6 months to sell that property without paying that 92,000.
Yeah.
I could throw it on the market and sell it and pay it with the proceeds of the sale.
My question was, how much would it sell for on the market if he threw it up on the market?
Yeah, we were thinking the market value is like 180.
Okay. So yeah, that'd be pretty awesome. I wonder if he would take, just for the risk, I wonder if he'd take just something like $2,500 or something. There's a 5,000.
Yeah, no, I think the guy that bought it at the auction would give him the cat some money.
I already bought it at the, okay, I see.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, that stuff always that one sounds like there's a lot of equity and stuff, but that stuff always scares me buying high. Like I like getting freaking pennies on the dollar.
Yeah. So the only thing is, I was going to talk to a couple attorneys I know, real estate attorneys that know the auction and foreclosure really. Just explain it to them and see, because I don't want to do anything wrong.
I got an idea. How much did the dude pay for it at the auction?
90,000.
Oh, that's what he paid. Okay.
So his money went to the bank. It's in a 6-month redemption. So we would have to pay that guy back. It would be about 92 at the end of the day with interest.
Yeah. I wonder if he'd let you, I'm just talking. I don't know the rules on we don't have, but I wonder if he'd let you do like a novation. Like, how cool would that be? Hey, let us do this and whatever. And you get paid quicker or however that works.
You mean the guy at the auction guy doing novation?
However you get everybody involved. Everybody's happy somehow. Like maybe, hey, out of the proceeds, Mr. Seller, you get this. Auction guy, you're getting paid off. You don't have to wait the 6 months.
Yeah.
You know, and I don't know.
Yeah. The only thing is, any proceeds the seller gets, it's going to the state. That's where without that hiccup, it would be a done deal.
Yeah, I don't know. If y'all can figure something out, like you said on the side, where my brain goes, I'm always trying to figure out how to protect my capital because I get creative. So like in the past, I've lost my ass on some stuff so then I'm like, all right, how can if it were me, I'd figure out, just thinking out loud with you, kicking it around, I'd figure out a way to do an ovation. This would be cool. Like do an ovation with the auction guy and then you and the other guy have some sort of legal agreement, right, where you pay him something. I would talk to an attorney about that. They could tell you how to do that. But that would be pretty cool. Then you have no cash invested.
The one thing with the auction people, they want the house. I just, here in Michigan, they're like ruthless. They ain't trying to they'll try to shorten the redemption on someone if they don't let them inspect the house. So they go after them.
Have you talked to him?
I have not yet. I just talked to this guy about an hour ago. I don't want to do anything wrong either. I know I paid people outside of closing before, but we're dealing with trying to hide money from the state it's not worth it to get, get in trouble anyway.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I'd give an attorney on that part. Because they might say, hey, does he have something else you could buy? Or, you know what I mean? Right. House, hey, I'll buy this if you give me nothing wrong. Just like maybe buy something else from him. I don't know. I'm not an attorney, but I'm sure there's a legal way. If it were me, I'd hop on the phone with that auction person, though. Maybe y'all could cut a deal. Maybe they want to make more if you think you can move it. I don't know. Something like that. I think something like that could be cool. I guess that's why it's good kicking stuff around.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, definitely wanted to talk to you about that today. for sure.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe I said I talked to an attorney, but maybe see if that dude has something else he wants to sell. I don't
Right.
know. I agree with you not to give him something and evade the state, though. Cool.
Yeah.
JP, what you got, man?
What's up, man? Depending on what we do today, I'm gonna have you look at a deal, but seeing what we can do there. But did you see the email back? I didn't. This was hidden in some folder in my inbox, but that guy for that park out in Newport Richie asked about paying retail at terms.
Yeah, I asked him and I said, what terms? And then he ghosted me. And then I was like, hey, are you just interested if they'll? I was being a smart ass. I didn't mean to be. I'm like, are you just interested if we would expect set terms, or do you have some? And he's like, no, I don't have any. I'm like, okay.
Oh yeah, no, that's cool. I didn't see it. I didn't see it till now, and it was like hidden in like the way my email shows up. It's weird. It was like hidden in the middle of the email. It was like I was just reading through it. No big deal. Did you get it sold yet?
No, they finally got financials back to me because I haven't had them, all of them, and their NOI sucks real bad.
Oh,
Yeah, I questioned some things, and then come to find out, oh, we're doing all this bull crap, and they're not making any money, so we need to be at half price now, and they're like, we're not doing that, so that's fine. And then I tried to do a seller finance deal that made sense.
because of the terms at that rate, and then
That's what I tried, and they were like, no. But I think it'll open up down the road because they all inherited this. They don't really know what they have, so
I don't know what to do with it or anything. Why not collect a guaranteed rent check at what we're bringing in, and we'll take whatever we improve on.
yeah, I pretty much just pitched, we'll make $1,000 a month right now. You know what I mean? That's it. You get the rest. So you don't even have the headache. It was at 0%, but there would be a big value added, like selling them as notes is what I was like my next thought, but they didn't want to do it. So I was like, all right, we'll just talk down the road.
No, that's cool. Like I said, the deal I'm having you look at, like I said, it's one of those where there's an additional unit. I know you said there's no value in there, but it's in either College Station or Bryan, so the university's right there.
I didn't say there's no value. I just said
I get what you're saying. No, I'm gonna say that's what you said, but
there's no like apples to apples comp.
Yeah, and there's not. But like I said, in that town where there's not enough rentals out there, and they're always looking for houses in that area, I don't know if there's anything there.
What's the deal? I'll pull it up.
I haven't put anything in there. I can throw it in the chat. You can move on, and I'll throw all the crap.
Okay, cool. Yeah, we'll do it. We'll do it last because I think Israel got a deal too. We got to go through. Alex, what's up, dude? Or Corona? I think we got two Alex.
How's it going?
How are you? Looking sharp, dude.
You know how I do it. You're going to be in Dallas in a couple weeks, right?
I think so.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was just on a call with Brandon, and I just finished a call with him at 1. I don't know if you've seen it on the computer, but I'm going to be there, so I'll be seeing you in a couple weeks, God willing.
Hell yeah, dude. Yeah, I can barely hear you, but
Oh, shit, let me get a little closer. Let me get a little
I'm
closer.
reading the lips.
Oh, shit.
Doing
Okay.
our-
All right. While we were on the phone, but right now, I got off the call with Brandon, and then I had to take a call real quick. I just got a $15 million listing, bro. So you guys interested in a hotel? Let me know it's a hotel. Got 144 doors, and it's got a banquet hall attached to it.
That's badass. So
In the A area, too. In one of the best areas. I actually live in that town. So it's really nice.
I wasn't a good motel owner, so I don't think I'll be a good hotel owner.
Been in business for like 60 years, so it probably runs on autopilot.
Yeah, I bought a motel and I flipped a motel. I wanted to keep it, but I was not good at hospitality.
Okay.
And
I'm surprised.
I don't know, dude. It was bad.
But I got a hotel I just got under contract. I just finished 2 hotels. I didn't even get a chance to put them on the market. One of them, we just finished it Monday. I told the guys we finished it Monday, and then we found a buyer that day. Another one, we were almost done with it. We took the buyer over there Monday. They wanted it as well, but they're FHA, and it's only been like maybe 3 weeks since I closed on it. So they got to go conventional. But after I did the numbers again, I'm like, you know what? I think I'm leaving even more money on the table, but I'm going to leave it at that price. Hopefully we'll get multiple offers, try that price up. But on that one, I'm making about $100K profit on one. The other one is about $70K. So in and out, just some paint. I think I bought a fridge for one and paint. That was it. And the other one, and clean the pool. And then the other one, it was funny because my girl was like, all right, let's list all the things, because they do the descriptions for the properties. And they're like, all right, what did you update? And I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck. All we did was paint. I actually moved light fixtures around. I used the same light fixtures, moved a few around, and pretty much didn't do nothing. Just cleaned it up, painted it, put it on the market.
Where'd you get those 2 at? Were they going to be like listings and you're like, hey, I'll
So
buy it?
one of them was to me by Jamie's, her beautician. So this guy, it was a pre-foreclosure. He was about to lose it. We got that one from that. It was referral from there. And then the other one just called us because they know we buy houses cash. So the guy didn't want to list it. He wanted to sell it to me. I go over there giving them options. I'm like, look, we can list it or you can sell it to me and I did renegotiate that deal too. I locked them in at, I think like 170. I did the inspection and then we got another 20 grand off. And now I got it I put literally 8 grand into it and we got it under contract 259.
Dude, that's badass. Hell yeah, I love it. Yeah, referrals, dude. I love referrals. It's the best ever.
It is. And one of the things that I do when I come over to the house is I ask them what they want for it. So when I go over there, I'm like, hey, what are you looking to get for it? I need to get a number from them because a lot of times I'm willing to give them even more than what the hell they're asking. So I need to get that number. And sometimes it takes me 4 or 5 times to get that number. But and the way I get it, I tell them, like, look, I'm not trying to lowball you. I'm trying to see if I can get to that number. If you could give me a number so we can see how close I can get to it, we can go from there. I want everybody happy so we can do repeat business. So when you have another home or somebody, you're going to be calling me. And they're like, okay. And then they give me that number. And obviously I don't do it, but we get close to it sometimes. And but a lot of times I have a number in my head and I'm looking around when I get off from them, like, hey, what do you want? And sometimes like half of what I'm thinking. I'm like, shit, let's go. If I can't pull out the earnest money fast enough out of my pocket, I'm like, I'll risk this fucking cash. I don't even care at this point.
Dude, that's awesome. Yeah, I used to be opposite. I used to ask how much they wanted at the end of the conversation because in my head I was trying to come up with, is this a listing, innovation? I'm thinking all my numbers, but then I flipped the script a long time ago and just started asking how much they wanted up front.
Yeah, that way I know which way to go. Because if it's too high, then obviously, let's list it. We're like right there, maybe innovation, or if they're low, let's go. I'll take it.
Yeah, dude, I like it. Congrats, bro. Freaking crushing.
Oh, bro, having a blast, dude. When I tell you, oh my God, I'm having so much fun over here. Can't get enough of this shit.
Oh, yeah.
I just hurt so damn hard after I got the listing. I think I broke my damn foot, but I'm good.
I saw you posted you had your best real estate day. Was that day?
No, that was a hell of a day too, man. So we sold quite a few homes, so it was a hell of a day. I'm happy to see everybody moving, bro, because my team, there's a lot of new players and they're doing really well, and it's amazing to see. I'm getting a lot of energy from what they're doing, and it just keeps me pumped.
You had a guy that was new to the investing side of things jump in at one of these meetings a few weeks back. How's he doing on the phones and stuff?
The dude's a killer, bro. But the problem is I can't get him to be consistent. If I could get this dude he's got a lot going on. His girl, his family, his parents, there's a lot. And I try to let him know once you open the door, you get here, bro. It's like the show is on. Forget about all this other shit. The Apollo, you're at the Apollo now, bro. Forget anything else that's going on out there. And that'll keep you motivated. It'll keep you going, and it'll get you to forget about all that other shit. And you need that shit to pour on your head to get you going in the right. But he just broke up with his girl, and I understand. When I was young once, it used to hurt. Now I give a shit what happens.
Yeah, if he ever needs any help, like with closing training or anything like that, tell him to jump in here whenever.
I got the link, bro. I tell him. He used to come in. I haven't seen him in a little bit.
Oh, yeah, dude. Good seeing you, brother.
Definitely, bro. Definitely.
What's up, bro?
Big Trav, what up, man?
Yo, what's
How
happening?
you doing?
Good, man. You?
Good. Blessed, brother. Blessed. It's a good day. Did you see that post I made yesterday of that double wide, that red one? Either way, it went live. I bought it a month ago. Bought it for 70, painted it, and then listed it for 189, and I got it under contract today. So
That's
6
awesome.
figures, bro.
That's badass. Did it come with land?
Yeah. It's on 2 acres. It's got new roof. It's got a new condenser. And this was a referral. This is what we were talking about. It was a lady told me her friend was needing to move because she had allergies and wanted to move to a colder climate. So I went and saw her. And there was a realtor who turned this deal down. She told me the realtor blew her off. So I get out there. She told me she wanted 70. I didn't even have to beat her down on it. Man, this thing's nice. I definitely knew there was some value there. I didn't realize quite how much, but so I'm pumped about that. That's my biggest single family lick for sure.
Dude, that's awesome. And it was a referral. Who referred it to you? Who'd you say?
So it was a friend of a friend, just through seeing my social media. It was actually a lady who I used to work in the medical field with.
Dude, that's awesome. Congrats.
Yeah, brother, I'm pumped. And I hope you guys don't think I'm bragging, but it's like that there's other investors in this group so that I can because I can't share this with my friends. Like they think they would.
That's why we're here. It's like, this is a network, you know what I mean? And then we're kicking stuff like Todd's kicking stuff around. We're trying to figure out if y'all got any ideas. We're here for that too. There's no point being on a freaking island.
Yeah, I love that. Dude, I love your videos. I was just trying to film my Facebook video here. It's tough, dude. You knocked it out. Did you have to do multiple takes or did they cut it up?
I just sit there and I did. So what's funny is I have a few mobile home parks and stuff, and like I've got a partner that's big into like ads and stuff for that. Even though I'm not, because they sell themselves at those. But he's, hey bro, can you knock out these 10 video ads? and he sends me scripts that his assistant wrote, and I like propped them up right here. And I just went to town. I was done in 10 minutes with 10 ads and no retakes. And Britt was outside the door. She was like, "You're freaking nuts." But I don't know. I just tune out everything, and then I just.
What you didn't share is that you said you were pissed off that day with some shit, and y'all freaking were eating in the middle of the video and just yelling.
Oh yeah, on my Facebook ad, the first one I did, I was like eating, and I'm like, dude, I don't remember what lead source it was, but I was like, dude, screw this. And I like put my bowls right here in my ad. You could see it in the ad, and I was like, hey, I just put up or turned on whatever, but yeah.
Yeah. I like that. I think people, and that's what I tried. At first I was trying to like pretty much do what you said word for word. And I was like, no, I need to make it my own. Just how would I talk to somebody who's really struggling on their mortgage? And then after that, I was like, okay, I think I got it knocked out from there, but.
Yeah. Alex said the MLS is full of deals. Yeah, you're freaking right. Love seeing people win. Alex is doing 2 big ass deals right now. Got a big ass, like everybody's doing crap. It's awesome. That's what we're sharing. Wins, losses, whatever. Who gives a crap?
I've had a lot of those too. It ain't all good.
I remember we all go through that. Everybody's gonna hit it. Everybody, if they have it, will hit the bottom. Or it's gonna happen, and it's what it is. I remember me and Alex met a few years back when he bought like a gajillion rental properties cash. I remember that story. He looked like my color.
I was just putting it in the chat. Don't use your own money. Dude, I'm still recovering from this shit. I literally, one of the questions I asked was on this other thing about it. Yeah, I'm still literally recovering from 2 years ago, buying 9 houses in one day. I was like, yeah. Oh, I'm still literally doing that, trying to rehab 9 houses at the same time and run a brokerage when the shit was going downhill. You want to talk about, I literally borrowed every cent I possibly could against everything. I didn't even have another penny to borrow. And then that's why one of the things I just put on here, how much pain can you take? Because literally you want to talk about pain. Thank God I didn't get behind on anything, but literally every single penny there was to borrow on anything was borrowed. And it was like God was saying, like, how much faith do you have? And once I spent every penny, finally he opened up the heavens and it started raining on me, but now I got to pay it back. So
the lesson you'll never forget though, right?
Oh, dude. And the lesson that I could tell people to definitely don't use your own money. I was never again.
That's why I was talking to Todd is like that. I have that. I've been like a lot of time because I'm a big risk taker, and I'll be like, put it on red, and I'm like, oh my God, what did I do? How am I gonna eat? Whatever. But it's like, that's why I preserve capital. It's because, dude, like, it doesn't matter what the bank, it doesn't matter. That stuff does that. So I'm like, even a mobile home I bought yesterday for our park, the dude wanted $15,000. Normally I would pay $7 cash. I could have got it for cash, but I was like, hey, I'm gonna give you $400 a month, but I'm gonna give you what you want. He's like, cool. He's like, what am I gonna get down? I said, nothing. And he's like, so we put it under contract, and I'm gonna go rent it for $1,000 a month. But that's how my brain thinks. It's like, I don't want to use my cash. If I could pay you $400 a month, I'm gonna go rent it for $1,000 a month. Cool. I do not want to pay you any cash. I'm locking up another one right now for the park. It's the same way. He wants double what I could get it cash for, but I'm like, hey, can I pay you $400 a month? He's like, yeah. I'm like, cool. Let's go. So I agree. You're Todd. Your podcast with Evan was great. Hell yeah. You got to jump on. Alex has been on there with Jamie.
Here, I have a quick question. Now that you said that, so I got a guy, I got 2 deals that I'm kind of working here. So I got a guy, so the house is in his mom's name. I think the loan is in the grandma's name. I'm trying to buy the property from him. He's saying that you know what? I'm just going to file bankruptcy. It'll cause a stay. I could just rent it to somebody else. He's got somebody who wants to rent it to. But now, how can I come at him and tell him like, hey, dude, I could pay you this monthly to pay down, give him a little bit. Because he owes like $8,000, but it's 30 something in fees. So it's 40 grand, let's call it. And then he wants 20K in his pocket, him and his sister. So 20 each. So that's another 40 grand. So we're about 80K now. But how can I could tell him something like that where here I could pay you the rent to own, or how the hell can I come at him? What do you think?
Yeah, dude. So there's 80K that they need, right?
80K.
In a nutshell, what's it worth probably?
It's worth about 2.
It's worth 200?
Yep.
What'll it rent for?
I'd say I could probably get about, I'd say about maybe $2,000. It could be about 1%, 1,800, $2,000.
So if you could get $2,000, I would do half of that for the note payment, depending on what taxes are. But hey, dude, what if I paid you $1,000 a month and paid you, y'all need 80K. I'll pay you 100 or however, but the 20 of that will come out of, I'll pay you an extra 1,000 or whatever, however long you want to stretch it out. If you want to be in the hole, however you want to structure it. If you don't mind like breaking even or being in the hole at first to pay him that 20 over time.
How would it work if he's in bankruptcy? So like it's in pre-foreclosure, right? So
Yeah.
so he's trying to stop that by filing bankruptcy. I was trying to just get them both to sign off, and then I could do my thing and pay them each. I was thinking maybe 10, 15 grand each, and then they could just sign off. I'll pay off what was owed and take it from there. But I'd like that idea better. Is there a way where I can make...
If they file bankruptcy, I could be wrong, but I think it's a screwed deal if they file bankruptcy. But what if, how many owners are there?
So the next of kin, there's two, a brother and a sister.
Okay, and who's filing bankruptcy?
The guy, so the brother.
The brother. So what if, I'm just talking, because I think you're that kind of state. I don't remember. What if you got the brother, what if you got them to sign it over to you? And you'd have to get with an attorney how to draft this. But if you got them to sign it, sign the deeds, like you got deeds from them, so they don't own it anymore, and then they file bankruptcy and it doesn't matter. Because I'd hate for you to get in a seller finance deal and they file bankruptcy and then you're like screwed. But I think they can sign the deeds over to you and y'all work out whatever payment plan you want and contract, and you could even file a lien. They could have a lien against the house, like a mortgage. That's what I would do. Like just thinking out loud, I would probably be like, hey, you're going to sign this house over to me. You're going to be like Chase Bank, and we're going to put a lien on the house for the mortgage, and I'm going to pay you $1,000 a month. You know what I mean? Something like that. That way, they're not in their name anymore whatsoever. It's yours. I would do something like that. And I think you could do that in Illinois, because I looked it up, because I was looking at a deal over there.
Cool. That's a good idea, bro. That's a good idea. Yeah, I need to come at him in a different way, because right now he's thinking about keeping it, and like I said, file bankruptcy, put somebody in there, get rent, where I'm like, shit, how can I pay him that money? Eventually he's going to lose it regardless.
Yeah. Attorney can draft the deeds up for $350.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Attorney works for free.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
We give him so much business, he helps us out. So.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I'll get them to deed it over to you and have them put a lien or a mortgage against the house and just pay them monthly. Hey, you're going to lose it anyway. I'm going to pay you $1,000 a month till 80 grand's paid off. That'd be badass.
Hell yeah.
Rent that mofo out till it's paid and do whatever the hell you want with it.
Cool.
I love that kind of crap.
I love just listening to it because it opens, once my brain expands, bro, it never retracts. I need to hear shit like that because...
Yeah, I'm always just thinking, how can I preserve my capital? You know what I mean? So we could do more deals.
I'm with you on that, dude. Unfortunately, I learned the hard way.
Israel, what's up, dude?
What's up, man?
You sent me a message earlier. We got to go over your deal.
So I bought one of those leads from that thing, and I want to just go ahead and dive in, just try one out today. I had no idea because I just downloaded that prop stream thing today on how to find comps in an area, or really what I was looking at for all of it. I wanted to go over that before I called the guy, so at least I knew I would have something to say to go off of the first time I called him.
Cool. I don't want you to get in the habit of researching the properties before you call. Right now, it's fine. You don't have many leads. But have you been able to look at the script when you do call?
Yeah, I got it right here.
All right, cool. Just a quick role play. I'm going to be the seller. Nothing fancy.
Cool.
But let's just go through it because, like, you'll be 99% better than competition if you do. Hello.
Hey, is this, what was your name? Chris? Chris, sorry.
All right, so it'll be like this. Say, whenever they answer, hey, is this Chris?
Yeah.
Hey, it's Evan. I'm calling about 123 Main Street. You still want to sell it?
Cool.
No, I hate you. Cool. Talk to you later. Put it in the right stage of the pipeline. But yeah, I want to sell. How much you want? I want 200,000. Cool. Tell me about it. What do you mean? It's a house. Tell me about the house. You want 200,000? Sell me on the house. Right? You ain't playing. You're a buyer. Right? Tell me about it. If not, I got plenty of people I need to call. We're running business. Right? Or if they're super bubbly, you got to be a little more bubbly. One or the other. Just match their tonality. Ask them how much. Ask them, do they want to sell? How much they want? And all about it. And some of them are gonna be like, it needs work. What kind of work? That needs a roof. Why? The electric sucks. What sucks about the electric? Oh, it needs it. Why? You're not keeping them on the phone, but you're just trying to get them to paint the picture. They need to sell you. So if you're talking more than them, you lose.
Okay.
That's it.
All right.
You want to do one?
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
All right, let's roll. Hello.
Hey, is this Chris?
Yep.
Yeah. Awesome. You filled out a form on my website to sell your property. You still looking to sell?
Yep.
Cool. Can you confirm the address for me?
123 Main Street.
Excellent. How much are you looking to get out of it?
200,000.
Okay. Can you tell me a little bit about the property?
Yeah, it's a house.
All right.
A couple bedrooms, bath.
Okay. So has there been any major renovations done to the property in the past so many years?
So I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't go just, she'd be like, hey, you want 200,000? Tell me about your house.
Okay, cool.
You want me to buy your house? Tell me about your house.
All right.
Just because if you start going down specific, you can. If you really think, damn, this is I might be buying this thing. I need to know some crap. You can really get specific, but really you need to get them to open up to you.
Okay.
All right. So yeah, just cool. I wanted to do that. Now you just got to put in the reps. but get them to open up to you. Just so there, I was like, it's a house. It's cool. I know it's a house, bro. And if I'm there short, be the same way. You're a
Yeah.
big ass dude, right? They ain't gonna do nothing to you.
Yeah.
You're like, I know it's a freaking house, bro. Tell me about it. You want 200,000, right? Yeah. Cool. Why do you want 200,000? Why the hell should I give you 200,000?
Yeah.
Everybody's different. I talk to them, but anyway, if I was real bubbly, it'd be super bubbly. Whatever.
Okay.
But let's look at. I had a question on prop, right? So if you want to pull up your lead, show me how you're looking at it.
Yeah. So it's 2231 by Drive, League City, Texas.
Do you want to? Oh, you're on your phone. All right.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I'm not real tech savvy yet. I'm trying to learn.
That's cool. Look,
So-
so you just let me pull up another tab because I'm gonna show you all that in prop. All right. It's let's see if it pulls up. Log in.
Yeah, I just downloaded PropStream today, so I'm trying to get used to it.
Sweet. All right. What's the address?
It's 2231 by BAYOU Drive, League City, Texas. It's 77573.
All right. Cool. So when you go to prop, go to MLS only, pull some comps. Luckily, half a mile, there's only one comp. The rest are rentals. So let's see
Yeah.
what the thing looks like real quick. We go a mile out because we need a couple comps. I want to see what I'm looking at because we're doing this virtually. If you're doing it virtually, I still want to see it. All right, cool. Looks like a normal ass house.
Yeah.
New roof in the picture, white brick, double garage. Looks decent neighborhood. Cool. So then I'm gonna look at this comp that's right here. It's sold in.
Everything sold a while back.
That's all right. Within a year. This one sold in January 31st. Just for
Okay.
280, 36 days, 3.2, little bigger, same size lot. This is a good comp. I don't even need to look at anything. All right, we look at this. I don't even need to look at other stuff really. I might see what's pending or whatever. See, this is brand new though.
Yeah, that one is new. This one's old. It's built in the 60s, I think.
This one's old too, same year. Okay, all they redid was the kitchen. I'm glad I went through the rest of the pictures. All this one they redid was the kitchen and the bathroom, maybe both bathrooms. So this one has a remodel kitchen and remodel bath.
That looks exactly like your house you're looking at too. The exterior.
Yeah, it looks a lot like it. So, it's gonna be a little less than wrong one. It's gonna be a little less than that one. Let's see, let's go a mile out. I would even just quickly say 240, but yeah, here you go. 249. Where's that at? I didn't see it. But there's no like highway or anything I don't see. So I don't know. What'll get you 249? So let's see what this is.
And like even on Zillow was saying like 230, but I know Zillow's kind of
Don't go up that. Run your own comps. We already know like a baseline. If it has new bathrooms, new kitchen, you get 280, but it doesn't. I mean, you could look, here's one, doesn't even look like it, but I'm just curious what 240 gets you.